is the culture of a sport that celebrates toughness at the expense of a child's safety. Steve Chow, Al Jazeera, Osaka, Japan. Keita Takase was just 15 when he was thrown by a judo opponent so forcefully it caused massive hemorrhaging to the brain. Left in a near vegetative state, he now needs 24-hour care. His parents are campaigning against having the sport made mandatory in schools.
When they decided to make judo compulsory, we don't think the education ministry knew of the dangers. Now they do, but insist on continuing. There will be more cases like this.
Judo is Japan's revered national sport. It has been practiced for more than a century, but only recently has data on the risk to new learners surfaced. In the last 30 years, at least 114 students have been killed while practicing judo. Another 261 have been severely injured for life. The rate of injury in death, according to experts, is at least 5 times that of any other major sport. The Education Ministry denies the techniques and the force often used in the sport are of any danger. The country's Judo Federation agreed. But Al Jazeera has learned under the school program to start next year, students will be put in the hands of teachers who have had only 3 days training. That's convinced Yuji Nimura to break ranks and voice his concerns. A judo master, he's also a doctor and member of the Judo Federation's medical committee. His worry is that unlike in countries like France, Japan has no specific safety guidelines. France has had no judo deaths among children. Even at a session watched over by some of the country's top coaches, we witness a child in obvious distress. Still, his opponent refuses to relent. Eventually, his mother and instructors notice and pull him aside. Takase himself was one of the top 3 judo students in his city. He had suffered a concussion days before his paralyzing injury, but was told by his coach to continue fighting. His parents say what ultimately needs to change.
Welcome to the School of Hard Knocks. With martial arts now a compulsory subject, millions of Japanese high school students are finding themselves out from behind their desks and with their behinds planted on a mat. Kenji Takahashi is a 7th Dan black belt who teaches judo at a Tokyo high school. He supports the government's decision to make martial arts a required subject.
It is traditional Japanese culture. Children do not fight these days. They don't know how to defend themselves. We can teach them to avoid injury.
The Japanese government doesn't just want compulsory martial arts to help improve students' strength and their health, but also to improve their manners. And while good manners and discipline can't hurt, parents argue judo can, especially if it's being taught by inexperienced teachers.
Keita Takase used to be a black belt in judo, able to take down an opponent almost at will. But 5 years ago he suffered convulsions after a series of practice throws. He's now brain damaged, bedridden and in need of 24-hour care from his mother.
They should not be instructing kids in judo unless the teachers are properly trained. Children and parents are worried. Children may get badly hurt or worse.
In the past few decades, more than 100 Japanese high school students have died in judo accidents, and there have been hundreds of serious injuries, including paralysis. Even black belts like 15-year-old Seitaro Araki have suffered bad injuries.
Judo is hand-to-hand combat, so injury is inevitable. Once I had my leg broken when a friend landed on it.
All children stumble and fall as they grow and learn. It's hoped these children will be taught how to fall without avoiding serious injury or worse. Mark Willesee, ABC News, Tokyo.
It's a great pleasure for us signed this contract with European Judo Union because Hungary similar time starting school program in judo. In Hungary is a big development program started in last year, end of the last year, supporting by government. And in our plan, in this year we will be start 100 school. 100 school will be open and teaching children for the judo. And this support together with European Judo Union will be most successful in Hungary. The start age 6 years until 14 years. And our development program the next year will be in the high school, and we would like continue it from 14 to 18. Because we start from 6. Hungary start in the school 6-7 years, and we would like immediately direct in the first class in the school, in the preliminary school. For us is a little bit competition between another sport, because another sport would like same catch the children is same age. This is the border and the line when the children and the family selected sport, and we cannot this in this age. After we will be lose, because they will be play football or handball or wrestling, and together with this development program European Judo Union, we have a big chance to catch more children. Our program called Mini Judo program, and this Mini Judo program is more ukemi-waza and teaching judo history and judo culture for the school. It is a very good cooperation together with clubs. We are selected the school where is not so far away clubs, and is our monitoring program. When the children show some talents from the judo, we can invite him to the clubs, and every month from the clubs the coach going to visit and see the program, and after he is invited like a selection, and the best and the talent children we ask to play judo.
Is the culture of a sport that celebrates toughness at the expense of a child's safety. Steve Chow, Al Jazeera, Osaka, Japan.